Lightroom is full of useful features, some more than others, but there's one feature in particular which I think sits above the rest. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how you can really level up your photo editing with this one Lightroom feature. And I'm going to start right now. Now, to understand why this feature is so powerful, we firstly need to understand color theory. Now, all colors in the visible spectrum are made up of three primary colors: red, green, and blue. And the combination of those colors create all colors within the visible spectrum. Now, the issue is these colors sometimes can be subjective, and the term that we use inside photography is called color science, and it's mostly to do with brands. Camera brands will have a different idea of what is the right red. So some of them will have slight nuances between what red is or how red is displayed within their photography. That's why whenever you buy a Canon camera and then switch to Sony, or Sony to Nikon, for example, some of your presets or some of the looks that might always work on one camera might not necessarily work on the other. And that's because the subjective term of color. Color isn't necessarily consistent, and it differs between brand and even differs between different monitors. And luckily, Lightroom have actually come up with a fix for this called calibration. But because of calibration, we can actually now utilize that within our creative style as well. It doesn't just have to fix color science, it can also be used creatively as well. So let's take this photo as an example. Now, if I, let's say, wanted to change the green, what I would do is I'd go over to the color mixer tool, I'd maybe go over to my hue, which is the anatomy of my colors, and then I'd go ahead and move these around until I get roughly the right look. The issue is, because these are split into color bands, you can force colors or push colors to the point where they start color banding, and it can look something like this. This is where you've pushed the colors a little bit too far, and that's because you're not moving any of the other colors around it. So you're squishing some colors to the point where they're creating a really visible, very sharp line, creating this awful color banding. So how can we move all colors at the same time? Well, that is what the calibration tool does. Because all colors are made up of the three primary colors, if we change blue, for example, all of the colors made from blue, which is all the colors in the visible spectrum, will also move as well. So you're far less likely to get color banding in your photos. So instead of using the color mixer tool, let's exit out of that. Let's go down to the calibration tool. And again, it's split up into your red, green, and blue. And inside that, you've got hue and saturation. And these aren't like the color mixer tool, so it won't just affect the reds, it will affect all colors within the visible spectrum, because all colors are made up of either red, green, or blue, or at least a percentage of that. To actually work out what the percentage is, what we can do is actually exit out of the calibration tool and go up to the basics panel. Inside the basics panel, you've got this tool here, which is your white balance selector. If you go ahead and select that and just hover it over any random color, if you look in the pick targeted tool, you can see it says RGB with a percentage value, and that is the percentage amount of that color found within the exact hue that you're looking at. So for example, here you've got 28.3% red, 34.1% green, and 21.6% blue. So you can see that if you go ahead and change one color, it will even affect green. So you could change blue, and at least 20% of that will be affected within our blue channel. So what I can do is just exit out of that, go back to our basics panel, and now again go back to our calibration. So now if we go ahead and change blue, you can see that it's actually affecting more colors than you were expecting, and we're creating more of this teal and orange look. But what's really nice is there's no color banding, there's no issues with our colors, because we're almost moving them all colors together without affecting the rest of them like you would do in the color mixer tool. There's no color banding issues, which I really, really like. So you can see we can create very interesting looks simply by moving the colors around. Because we're moving the main primary color, all colors adjacent to it will also be affected as well. So what I recommend doing is just playing around with the calibration tool to work out what you like. Now again, obviously it's technically designed to fix color science issues with camera brands, but actually you can use it creatively as well, and something I highly recommend using. Now, if you would like to know more about the calibration tool, because I've kind of just skimmed the surface in this video, I recommend watching my masterclass tutorial, but highly recommend using the calibration tool if you haven't already. Thank you to all of my YouTube members that are currently supporting the channel. If you guys want to support the channel and get some awesome perks, including free Lightroom presets, make sure to go ahead to the link in the description. I've been James for Photo Fever, and I'll catch you guys next week.